Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is David and today I'm going to continue my Ideal Bookshelf series. This was not my anticipated next installment in the Ideal Bookshelf. However, something has happened lately. I've gotten very much into the mood to read science fiction. And as a result, I want to talk about science fiction. I want to get into more science fiction. And so what you're going to see this weekend, hopefully, if I get around to filming it, is also going to be a video of sci-fi series that I need to read. Either ones where I've only read the first book and need to continue it to really get a gauge on that series, or that I just haven't read it at all. So you'll see things such as the Isaac Asimov Robots novels, John Scalzi's Old Man's War series. Those will be featured on that list because I have never read those. I just got those the other day. And I'm looking forward to diving into them. But today we're going to talk about 10, not books, but series that would be on my ideal bookshelf. Yes, when we talk about fantasy and science fiction, it's almost inevitable. You are going to run into series after series after series after series. Authors can't just seem to write one book. And that's okay, because us as fans, when we find a book that we really love, we want more, right? And so it's exciting to have that over and over and over thrill of diving deeper into those worlds that we love. And so I want to just go through some of the series. I've got 10 of them that I'm going to talk about. Some of them I've got some of the books for. Others I don't have any for. I'm not looking for specific editions at this point in time on these. I just want to have the whole series on my shelf, and then I'll worry about editions from there. So we're going to start with my most recent one that I just hauled, Dune. The Dune series. I've read Dune. It's been years. I want to reread Dune and read the rest. I know that this is where some people stop with Dune, but I would want at least the first 6, and then we'll play it by ear beyond that. If I need to pick up any of the other ancillary novels in the Dune series, but this is one that I would like to have the entire series. They don't have to match. I'm not that OCD. My wife would be. It would drive her nuts if they don't match. But that's okay. I don't mind if it drives her nuts because they aren't her books, right? Next, we have Edgar Rice Burroughs making an appearance on here with a series that I do have the entire series for, thanks to the wonderful Michael K. Vaughan, and that is the Barsoom series. I've got all of them, all 11. John Carter starts with Princess of Mars. I'm in the middle of Gods of Mars and then enjoying it immensely, and it just keeps going from there through all 11 of them, ending with John Carter on Mars. I am enjoying this immensely. I would love to one day turn these into 1 or 2 volumes if they have collected like omnibuy of the John Carter series. I feel the same way about Tarzan, which I'm also reading and enjoying. But if not, rest assured, I've got them all. I can reread to my heart's content because they're nice, quick, easy, enjoyable reads. Next on the list, we have the Amber Chronicles by Roger Zelazny. I've got 2 of them. My half-price bookstore locally has, I think, all of them in this kind of edition for like $2-3 a piece. I'm probably going to get them all. But I know that there is a big volume that has all 10 of them collected in there, and I would like to get that big collected volume instead. But for now, I want to get to the Guns of Avalon. We'll see if I can make it work into Space Opera September or not. If I can, great. If not, well, I know I've got future months where I'm planning to get into that, but I want to read more of this because 9 Princes in Amber was fantastic. Review for this is coming up eventually. I may do it when I finish this and talk about them both together. I'm not sure, because that's what I'm going to be doing with the Barsoom. We're going to talk about books 1 and 2 in the same video, as well as Tarzan, coming in the future. Next, we have The Foundation series by Isaac Asimov. This is the Asimov I have read. I've read the original trilogy. I have not read the prequels or the follow-ups after that. I want to get them all. I want to read them all. But Foundation is great. I have enjoyed it immensely. I got this copy for free. So yeah, I'm excited to reread this at some point in time. I know there's a TV series coming out for this. Finding that out last week made my day. It's going to be so good. I hope. They'll probably screw it up. Next, what I'm going to talk about, I don't actually have a physical copy, which is a crying shame because that's the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series by Douglas Adams. I've read all 5 of them. I love all 5 of them. The humor's not going to be for everybody. The series isn't going to be for everybody. It's for me, though. I absolutely love it. I love the dry humor that is embedded throughout. I even enjoyed the movie that they made probably 10 years ago now. But yeah, it's good. I can't get enough of Douglas Adams. I'm due for a reread on that, like many other great sci-fi books and series, which I need to not reread so that I can read new things, unless in the rereading it lets me read beyond, as would be the case in like Foundation and Dune. So next we're going to talk about one of my more recent finishes. That's Hyperion by Dan Simmons. I knew before I hit the end of this book that this was going to make the cut. I want the Hyperion Cantos. I think that's 4 books in the series. Regardless, even if it's just one more, I want it. I want to read it. I want to read it now. I can't. I've got other things I'm reading, but if I get free in September or definitely in October, I'm going to be reading Fall of Hyperion, and I want all of the Hyperion Cantos. Review for this coming very, very soon. Hopefully this weekend. Next is The Forever War by Joe Haldeman, that trilogy of books. Apparently it's a trilogy. This was one that I binge listened to in a mood listening June, and absolutely was blown away by it. Fell in love with the book, which let me fall in love with the series. I want to read the rest of the series. I want to get them all. They're fantastic. If you have not read The Forever War, do yourself a favor. If you like sci-fi, you need to read it. It's great. Next is another very recent one. Everybody's talking about Murderbot, and there's a reason for that. I listened to All Systems Red by Martha Wells just the other day as one of the many things I listen to periodically during my drive times to and from our vacation. And it was fantastic. I didn't understand the Murderbot fad and all the rage behind it before listening. After that, I'm ready to go right on into the next ones. Unfortunately, I'm trying to wrap up The Winter King by Bernard Cornwell right now, and then I've got Psalm for the Wild Built that just came in as one of my holds coming through, and I know I've got Pillars of the Earth that I've really got to do. But gosh, I just want to sit there and listen to Murderbot. Call me crazy. But yes, I need to own Murderbot now. And those I think even my wife would enjoy reading. Murderbot edged out what had been on this list. So the one that dropped off was the Red Rising trilogy by Pierce Brown, which I enjoyed tremendously. I finished the trilogy and really liked it. But I don't know how soon I would want to revisit it. And that was the criteria. That was what made that one drop off the list. Not because it wasn't great, but because I'm not sure if I need to ever revisit it. We'll see. So next we have 2 more coming up. We have the Expanse series by James S.A. Corey. I did Leviathan Wakes earlier this year. Really enjoyed it. It was a solid 4-star read for me. I hear it gets even better from there. So I'm excited for that. I've been watching the TV series with my wife. We're into season 2 on that and have been enjoying that in spite of some of the differences in what I visualized and the changes that they made, et cetera, et cetera. I'm still enjoying that. And it has me excited to jump into the next book in the series, which I don't think there's any way it happens in September. Maybe October? anyway, I need to continue the Expanse series because other people are reading it and talking about the next books in the series, and I'm just like, I need to go. I need to read more. Thank you, Michael, Fit to be Read, for making me want to keep reading more. And for giving it its place on here, because I think it's going to be a staple that I'll want to revisit in the future, because it's just got so much that, in terms of the promise over the entire arc. Now, it may turn out that a book or two in there that I find out, this one isn't for me after all. And that's okay, because I've got like 15 other series that I'm going to be talking about in the next video, where I'm talking about series I need to read that could easily slot in to replace this one if needed. And last but not least, there's a lot of it. We're talking about one of my favorite books of all time, Ender's Game, by Orson Scott Card. I've read the series that follows this, where it goes in a completely different direction than what you would expect from Ender's Game. I still enjoy those, not as much as this. But by including Ender's Game, I'm including all of the other ancillary series that are related to it. And there's plenty of them. And that's not going to be the last time you hear me say that, because you're going to hear that in the fantasy one that'll be coming up as my next ideal bookshelf, where I'm going to have several installments where it's, okay, if you're picking one series, this is the main series that I want. But it also includes this, and this, which are all connected, related in some way, shape, or form. I'm sure some of you can guess as to what series might be getting hinted at there. Maybe not. But anyway, thank you for watching. That's my ideal bookshelf number 4. We've got some sci-fi series that I want to get my hands on so that I can have them all, read them all, and then hold on to them to reread them all in the future. Thank you for watching.